I think somebody's got to fucking say it. I think somebody has to say it, all right? Battlefield hype has gotten way out of control. And I know that's not popular to say right now. But you guys are fucking stupid. If you think... Here's the thing, right? Battlefield, its hype came from multiple different angles. One, looks like a great game. And it plays like a great game. I only played the beta. I didn't buy the game. I'll be honest with y'all. I do not have Battlefield 6. Mainly because it's $70. I'm broke as fuck right now.
Oh.
But that's besides the point.
I did some kind of nut.
Okay, I did pre-order BO7. We'll talk about that in a second. But Battlefield 6, the hype is so out of control, it's ridiculous. Because here's the thing, it's coming from multiple angles, right? On one hand, the game is good. The beta, phenomenal, it's fun. There's different roles. You can be a scout sniper, you can be a medic. You can was it infantry, I think, with the M4, M16, I don't remember, machine gun, assault weapon type style, and then you have the LMG as well. It was great beta and it was fun, but Call of Duty is about to make a comeback, and I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to be the one to predict it. And everybody's on the hate train right now, but I'm predicting right now that Call of Duty within the next 3 years is going to make an insane comeback and destroy Battlefield. And here's why. You cannot go to a tweet about Battlefield with Battlefield gameplay and then turn around and look at the comments and it's all about, without it all being about Call of Duty. That's all it is. The whole thing. The whole shebang. Every comment. This is way better than Call of Duty. This is way better than Call of Duty. And they're going to lose hype because streamers are going to leave, right? You see the streamers, they all talk about, I think it was Swag, I think. He's one of the COD YouTubers. I think his name's Swag or FaZe Swag or something. I don't know. Talking about how they need UAVs in Battlefield. I saw somebody else, I think it was Nadeshot. I'm pretty sure it was Nate. Yeah, it was Nadeshot. Talking about how they need a better mastery cameras, right? So all these guys who kind of move games and stuff like that, they're all trying to codify it in a way. They all say that it needs. The only game they're comparing it to is Call of Duty. They're not comparing it to anything else, right? And it's the easiest comparison, right? Sort of military. Battlefield's a little bit more of a military shooter compared to COD, which has always been an arcade shooter. A little different, but they're both semi-arcadey, military style shooters. And everything is about COD, comparing it to COD. And the issue is again, Battlefield 6 is great. As far as the beta, I had a great time playing it. I thought it was really fun. Everyone I've talked to on Battlefield 6 is having a great time, right? The issue becomes is COD is now responding to that Battlefield hype. Thank God for Battlefield, by the way.
What?
Right. Played the beta for Black Ops 7. It's phenomenal. The beta was great, and everyone was still hating. I don't know what people expected out of it, but it was great. Right. Now, the issue for Battlefield here is when's the last Battlefield that came out? 2021? Right? So they're making a game once every 4 years.
That was a little
COD is throwing shit at the wall every single year.
I heard them, bro.
Right?
I swear there was glass breaking.
So,
yes.
They can make these game-differing changes, such as removing skill-based matchmaking, right? But then they can attach it to 4 or 5 games before Battlefield comes out with another game. And no matter how great your game is, it does not matter. There's a flare at the beginning, right? Like a fire, kind of, a spike in interest in players, and it goes down, and usually the peak will stay down and never return back up. It's just the way it works, right? Initial, look at Helldivers, right? Great example. Right when it came out, it was great. I mean, it still is great. I recently went back to that game. That's why I'm using it as an example. Helldivers 2, obviously. I mean, the game is still phenomenal. Still, I would say a 10 out of 10 on a fun scale. I'm not going to get down to specifics of, gameplay and all that. But on a fun scale, It's a 10 out of 10 game. A little repetitive at times.
What?
It's never going to reach that peak that it had at the beginning, right? When it was like, when it was a meme and it was everywhere. It was a great time. Like, same thing as Marvel Rivals, right? There were memes at the beginning. There was a lot of new players, a lot of new interest. And now there's more of a hardcore fan base. And Battlefield's going to have that. Battlefield's going to make a solid, large fan base, which they already have a large, solid fan base, but they're going to make a larger one, and much larger one that's going to remain solid for this game's entire life cycle, as long as it stays the way it stays and it doesn't, add the skins and the crazy nonsense that Call of Duty has had in recent years, has pushed people to Battlefield, right? But I think a lot of people are missing the boat because they compare it to. I've seen somebody, I don't remember who compared it, because people are saying COD can't be overthrown. Then they're saying, well, people said Overwatch couldn't be overthrown, and then look, then there's Perfect Storm with Valorant, and the perfect absolute killer was Marvel Rivals, right? I mean, which was extremely fun, and that a ton of players that never even played Overwatch played and killed out Overwatch, right? But it's a lot of the same thing, except the issue is there's only, there's two Overwatches technically. Well, there's really only one Overwatch. And COD, how many of these motherfuckers are there? Is there 25 at this point? There's a new one every year. Probability says that eventually one's gonna hit and be alright, right? You know what I mean? They got 4 or 5 chances to make a game and hype line up better than Battlefield. The issue is the hype for COD almost comes from the hatred of it. Most of the people who watch, let's say, the BO7 trailer, right? I'd say 80% of people who watch that never had any intention of buying the game. I wouldn't say 80%, maybe 50%. 50% just wanted to hop on and hate because they knew they were getting Battlefield and they were hating on it. So a lot of COD's clicks right now come from that. But, again, they can throw shit against the wall for the next 4 years. They just gotta hit one. And on top of that, we're talking about hit or missing. The game is gonna be a top 10 grossing game of the year. Black Ops 7. Black Ops 6 was, I'm not looking this up. I'm driving right now, actually. I'm not looking this shit up. But I'm sure Black Ops 6 was top 10 grossing game of the year. I'm sure it was top 5, right? It's the ones that win, right? Is your Call of Duty, your 2K, your Madden, I call them bro games, you know what I mean? Something to party up on. Nobody really needs to be that skilled to have fun, right? As opposed to some like high skill app like League of Legends or fucking Rocket League. Rocket League's pretty fun. But you get what I'm saying, right? These party bro games, and you have to be an extreme gamer to get into them or have fun on them, right? So COD's gonna come out top 5 this year too, and probably next year and the year after that, right? And slop, right? Look at McDonald's. That shit sells more than anything fucking else. That's no good for you, right? So this is my. All right, let me re-hone in. I'm fucking all over the place right now. Call of Duty is gonna be all right. In fact, I would say that it could come together within the next 2 years. I think if they take BO7 and then they hone in really well and then they come up with a really good next game, I'm hoping for Modern Warfare 4, but I think if they were smart, they wouldn't name it Modern Warfare 4, right? Just because we're seeing that every time they release something and it's the previous title or it's very recent, it's doing worse, right? And because MW3 I thought was phenomenal. MW2 was alright. I'm not going to talk about Modern Warfare 2019. Fuck that game, or 2020, whenever the fuck that one came out. I don't even remember all these fucking dates. There's too many of them. But my point is, it's not over. I think if they get a good rank system in, that's one thing they need, is a good rank system with different specialists that affect the game differently, right? Like you need one of 4 specialists, or 4 of 4 specialists, I should say. Make it an actual good rank system, so there's an actual good competitive league without just 5 guns, more than just 5 guns and 1 side pistol. Make the rank good so people want to watch the pros and the people who are really good at it. Keep the skins legit and good, which I think it's kind of scammy that they're taking away all this stuff that you bought in Black Ops 6 when it's just Black Ops 7. I think that's a little scammy, but they say they're fixing it. I mean, there's a Ninja Turtles in the fucking game, and they're gonna fix it next game for sure by taking away all your skins that you already bought. Trust me, bro, they're gonna fix it. But if they steer clear of that, the gunplay was really good in the beta. And I mean, this was the beta. There's probably more people playing the beta than there's gonna play the real game. And besides day 1 in the beta, I really had no issues connection-wise. And I'm not on great connection right now. I mean, my connection is pretty shit right now. Pretty, usually pretty high ping. Not pretty, I should say pretty high. Around 50 to 70 ping usually. And I didn't feel like my shots weren't registering. I feel that way more in Black Ops 6 than Black Ops 7. They were in beta. You know what I mean? So I do feel like they addressed some of the issues at least. And then that can really turn things around if they make a good, solid core game. There's a lot of nerdy things. I was watching somebody explain a lot of nerdy things like ping to the server and frequency to ping to the server. I don't know any of that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna say I'm a fucking technological whiz, because I'm fucking not. So, that's about my rant. I think you're watching some gameplay of Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7 in the background. I'm a little bored with Black Ops 6, I won't lie to you. I'm a little bored of it. I'm like playing with fucking melees and shit a lot, just to fuck around a little bit. Waiting for Black Ops 7 for real. New grind, I didn't do any weapon camo grinding on Black Ops 6. I did on MW3. I got, I don't know, what's the top camo there? Is it Interstellar? Maybe? It's not Dark Matter, because that's Activision. I couldn't tell you. I think it's Interstellar. Whatever the top camo MW3 is, I got that one. I really like how you don't have to do like every gun, like you don't have to do the launchers and shit anymore. Because I could never do that. I'm just the first one I got the full mastery camo on. I mean, I had diamond on the
I'm trying to go
but
barrage on fucking Rondo.
So, that's my rant. It's not over. I don't think, anyway. I could be wrong. Who's to know?